with another crazy story happening here in Baltimore. Y'all won't believe this, though. Y'all would not believe this story that's going on right now. I'm gonna bring y'all up to date. And let y'all see what's going on. Then I come back and talk to y'all some more in a minute.
And if you come and try to use force at the door, I'm going to shoot.
Police say the man behind the camera, 31-year-old Antonio Hart.
Get me a hostage negotiator here now.
But that was just the start of what was to come.
Yeah, I'm dying today. I can't take it no more.
Hart confessing to several homicides, including the unsolved homicide of 18-year-old Tyran Deshaun Smoot.
Yeah, Tyran, I killed him too, 2011.
And the murder of 16-year-old Daquan Burks. Sterling Matthews, 17 at the time, now serving a 115-year sentence in that case.
I had that Glock 17, and that 25 caliber that night that killed Daquan. I did that in 2010, Halloween. Pen raising mask. Boy, Sterling ain't do that. I love you, woo baby, but he ain't do that. Big Rambo did that.
A standoff in Baltimore County.
This is crazy stuff that's going on in the city, y'all. A couple months ago, a guy held his girlfriend in the house and stabbed her 11 times on live while he filmed it talking about it. OG Nitty at the square table. What you think about it, my G?
I think, man, that we had to pay much more attention to the mental health in our community. You know, because it's affecting everybody. I believe that it has a great deal to do with domestic violence, right? Because you can't say that you love somebody and turn around and beat on them, right? That's not love. That's abuse, right? And it's also, you know, cowardism, if that's the word. This was such a terrible tragedy, because here it is that because this guy, and I'm not trying to give him any sort of sainthood or anything, you know, because he did something that, you know, it hurt a number of other people outside of, you know, the girl that he hurt, that he tried to kill, right? But we have to consider, okay, would this guy not have done this had he got mental health earlier? See, we hear all these campaigns right now of being tougher on juvenile offenders. Okay, and you know, and they're saying, hey man, you being tough on them, and we need to be tougher on them. And they say, build more prisons, build more baby bookings, and stuff like that. But I have yet to hear anybody say, build more mental health institutions for juveniles.
Right. I
have yet to hear it, and I say, either in the words of I think it was Boys in the Hood, where Ice Cube, when he was saying about his brother getting killed, he said, man, it's either they don't care, or I'm the smartest guy in the room. Cause I gotta be, because nobody is suggesting this. At least nobody I've heard of, right? And then you have this guy on here who he took his own life, and thank goodness he confessed to a murder that somebody else was serving time that they most certainly shouldn't be serving. Right, here it is, and I'm telling you, when this young man goes to court, they should have people up there with picket signs and everything with saying free him.
Yeah.
But yet, this has to go be a whole long, drawn out process when it's time to let you go. But when it's time to go get somebody, and they believe that this person committed this crime and this and that, it takes nothing but a phone call or two and a judge's signature. But it takes months and years and all this stuff to free somebody. This is mental health at like right on hand. Get pretty with that.
So how do you feel about, like, what do you feel like could have been done beforehand as far as mental health? No, then again, let me ask you this. We know it may have definitely been about mental health, so what do you feel like pushed him to do that? You know what I'm saying?
Go ahead. Before y'all get to that, let's get a little back to a little bit more of the story also. Before we get back to that, let's get back to a little bit more of the story too, and then we'll get back to that question. Hold that thought for 1 second and stuff while we get back a bit more of the story. What's
A
going on?
standoff in Baltimore County, live streamed on Instagram.
Do whatever y'all gonna do. Y'all gonna die. Listen, no, I'm not gonna open the door, and if you come and try to use force at the door, I'm going to shoot.
Police say the man behind the camera, 31-year-old Antonio Hart.
Get me a hostage negotiator here now.
But that was just the start of what was to come.
Yeah, I'm dying today. I can't take it no more.
Hart confessing to several homicides, including the unsolved homicide of 18-year-old Tyran Deshaun Smoot.
Yeah, Tyran, I killed him too, 2011.
And the murder of 16-year-old Daquan Burks, Sterling Matthews, 17 at the time, now serving a 115-year sentence in that case.
I had that Glock 17, and that 25 caliber that night that killed Daquan. I did that in 2010, Halloween. Pen raising mask. Boy, Sterling ain't do that. I love you, woo baby, but he ain't do that. Big Rambo did that.
A standoff in Baltimore County, live streamed on Instagram.
Do whatever y'all gonna do.
Now back to you, Miss K. What you was saying?
No, I'm not gonna open the door, and if you come and try to use force at the door, I'm going to shoot.
I feel like it could have been more done before it got to this. I don't know this young man. I don't know his family, but I feel like if there were people around him, or not, or people, family, friends that love and care about him, then maybe somebody should have stepped up. I feel like, people are responsible for themselves, but maybe if he had some people that got together and said, hey man, there's a lot going on with him, but we love and care. We see he got a mental issue. You know what I'm saying? Maybe this could have been avoided. Even a girl getting harmed too, because it's so much I see attached to this.
It goes with what they say. You see it on bus stops, subways, everywhere you go, right on the side of stores. You hear they always get these signs that are talking about, you see something, say something.
A standoff.
Okay, then if you see somebody that you're close to, or not, you just know that he be in the neighborhood, right? Then say something.
Yeah.
Right? Don't sit down there and say, oh, that's just crazy, yo. Right? This and that, or that's just crazy, Miss such, she always get naked and come outside and stuff like that. Because they the kind of neighborhoods we was raised in. Right? See, a lot of these people, you know, they be saying that they got it out the mud and this and that, and I be saying, hold up. I never heard of a lot of you. Right? Whether you was in my city or not. You know, so you like, people in the mud know other people in the mud, right? Because y'all been through the struggle together. He look familiar to you, right? Because you either passed him or you admired his struggle with something before, right? So, but not getting off the topic, this situation, it's sad. Cause like I said, this young lady, she was hurt, but I think that it could have had been avoided had somebody said something. Like, stop waiting till you go into court and the only deal is either you get 100 years or 99, you know, and forget about you. Like, one of the things y'all always hear me open up with when I'm doing the episodes about my little brothers, Porky and Purple. Okay, Purple real name is Chodrick Horton, right? And I don't say this to poke fun at him, but on paper, he is legally retarded. Now, it it's crazy that this type of stuff would happen. Like when this law is saying, because a judge doesn't have a degree in what you would call a medical, like psychological, psychology or whatever. Because he doesn't have a degree, he cannot determine that this person is fit to stand trial. He have to be sent to a doctor or doctors, right, for an evaluation. This didn't happen in this case. And because people really don't understand, they don't care, right? So people tend to, like I said, look past the emotional situation of it all, the psychological situation of it all, right? Because here was a guy who had grown so attached to a female that the thought of losing her was so overwhelming that he tried to take her life and took his. And here you have some poor guy it was suffering for this, but they said for 13 years. Yeah. Right? He's suffering from for this, for something he didn't even do, because mental health was overlooked. Right? Because if mental health wasn't overlooked, she wouldn't have had to endure the abuse that she did. Right? People have to stop brushing mental health off. Right? They have a bad tendency of this, and they sitting there. Women get hurt, children get hurt. I know one of your passions is concerning the children. Yeah. And keeping the children safe. And I'm in 100% agreement with that. But a lot of times, we don't say anything. Like, even if you want to go into these, the episode we talked about with these Diddy wild swinger parties stuff, if somebody bring a child in there, you should be saying, hold, fuck this. Not just you leaving. Right. Say, look, hey, you're wrong, and look here, come on, little guy. I'm taking the child with me.
And if I feel like I can't, I'm going to get somebody that's going to come back.
Exactly.
That can.
Exactly. See, they keep on talking about see something, say something, but when they say these things, they want you to keep. They say, okay, if you see Ray shoot such and such, now you know such and such was a shitball. Right, and he had this coming for a long while, right? He would rob people, grandmothers, and did all kind of stuff, right? So now his pocket was everything you could think of. Now, they say, man, if you see something, say something about something like that. But they won't about shit like this.
So who you think should be responsible for? You think she should have seen the mental health?
I think
no, I'm saying everybody is responsible. The people who is around that person.
Yeah. I mean,
she dealing with directly and stuff. So I agree just to a certain extent, but she dealing with him directly. She see a lot of things that she ignores. Like you get signs before a person do anything. You normally get signs before they do them and stuff. When you get signs, you ignore them until it actually happens.
Right. See, this is why I say they have to. You know, they it's not just her though. No. He had homeboys, right, that needed to say something. Go to somebody. See, when people say that they're your friend. Remember how we talked about the episode of friendship? Right. But they think because they was around you, they're your friend. They're not, right? A friend is saying, look, man, and we call ourselves the Silver Wolf family. That's our brain. That's who we are. We don't act, the way we feel about each other is real. Right? So if I see you suffering from a mental illness, I'm going to go to other cast members. I'm going to go to the Silver Wolf producers. I'm going to say, hey, Kira's in trouble. Yeah. We need to come around her and surround her, because that's friendship.
That's friendship and family.
Right, and family. See, people keep on thinking that because you're around somebody, that you are their friend. Right. I'm no more friend to somebody who I'm around than I am to this water bottle right here. Right. And that's why I say people need to start being realistic about the things that's going on in their everyday life. That's because if they don't, we're in trouble.
But also, maybe they did have people around them that seen them. Maybe they had people around them that said stuff. And you know how it is when, not just young, because you have older people that do it too. Oh, I love him. Maybe her mother was telling her, you need to stay away from this guy. Or maybe his mother or whoever he was around saying, hey, you need some help. Come on, I'll go with you, man. We get some help. Da, da, da. And maybe he could have been like, leave me the fuck alone. I don't need no help. Okay. Do my thing. And you know what I'm saying?
I've dealt with that.
You know?
I've dealt with that. And this is when you have to make one of the hardest decisions you will ever have to make with your friend. Mm-hmm. And you probably had to do something outside of your character. You're going to have to ask somebody of authority, meaning legal authority, mm-hmm. to step in and have this person ordered and have them committed. Yeah. Now, we live by a code, like, well, I ain't gonna say we because it's different strokes for different folks. Me, I don't want to tell on nobody, mm-hmm. right? And I know that's what a lot of people, they do. And it's one of the things that I think it's just part of who we are as people, mm-hmm. right? But with situations like this, we have to like say, hey, we're going to force this person. Mm-hmm. And now, if you'll get back to your right mind and you can't understand why I did that, mm-hmm. then we can't be friends. Mm-hmm. Not that we aren't friends. Now, I put the emphasis on this because it is. I put the emphasis on can't. Mm-hmm. Because you now have made yourself a person that is impossible for me to maintain a friendship with, mm-hmm. because of what you did or your actions. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And it's something for women who view this. If your man smacks you, mm-hmm. punch you in the face, it's no second time. Mm-hmm. You know, that's not the guy for you.
That first time.
That's a red flag. You got guys that know they're going to be sending comments saying they cuss me out, this and that. And I could care less because we're not in the same league. Mm-hmm. Right? We're not in the same lane, so I could care less.
Right.
Right?
Because nobody should have to smack anybody.
Right. If I gotta beat on my woman to control her, then she ain't my woman. She's somebody else's woman. Whoever she gonna listen to, right? Whoever she respect enough to say, hey, I respect your opinion on what you're saying and what you trying, whatever jewels you trying to drop on me, right? This and that, because hey, you know, at the end of the day, I'm with you.
Right.
I'm walking, holding that on. When we walking. Because a woman do that, I love to see that. When women do that with guys, they out somewhere. And one of the things I get to see it often at my job, and it says a woman holding a guy's arm. Mm-hmm. I say because she feel protected.
Yeah. She
like that security. But look, we're gonna close on that note, man. Once again, for thank you and subscribe, man, to Silver Wolf TV, man. We keep on bringing y'all these hot episodes, man. And always, man, here on Frank Nitty in the Square, you will get the truth, man, on everything. And free this young man. Free him. You know the guy confessed to it. Stop playing games. Free him.
Yeah, send him back home to his family.
Send him home.
Where he should be.
Thanks for watching, y'all. God bless. And keep in mind, mental health is a serious issue. If you know somebody or you yourself going through it, contact somebody. Get some help. God bless y'all. Let's keep it going. Peace.